So just wait till next year. You know, that is one of those phrases that every Lions fan knows and announces at least at some point during the football season. I got to tell you, us Charger fans understand that as well. But you know, just wait till next year is not just about sports. It really is something that a lot of us can embrace, this idea of just wait till next year. You know, I'm sitting outside today and the new snow is now covering my backyard and it's beginning to cover me, but it's all good because there's something about newness, something about something starting new that's exciting. And we're really close to starting a new year. And I wonder, is anybody ready for a new year? I mean, we have been through some difficult years lately. 2020 was a tough year. And then we thought, well, 2021, just wait till next year. 2021 is going to be better. And I got to tell you, for a lot of us, I know I talked to a lot of different pastors, 2021 has not been an easier year than 2020. In fact, in some ways, it's been a tougher year because we've had to do a lot more decision making on our own this year. But you know what? There's this part of me that says in 2021, just wait till next year, because next year things are going to be different. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But you know, the bottom line is when we say just wait till next year, what we're really looking for is a change, something new to happen, something exciting to happen, something that will put us on a new course. And what's coming next, we can only hope and pray is better than where we've been. And I got to tell you, where we've been, while it's been difficult, we've also learned a ton. I have learned so much. Our church has changed in some really positive ways. Yeah, I know there's a lot of struggles with it, but there have been a lot of positive changes and a lot of good things that have come in this last year. A lot of things that we have learned. A part of this journey, though, doesn't always, the lessons that we learn don't always come in the way we always expect them. And I think that that's the bottom line of all this, is while we're learning lessons and while new things are coming, they don't always come in the way we expect it. I was thinking about this in context of remembering an old movie. Some of you may remember the movie Karate Kid. Now I know they did a remake of that. I'm talking about the original Karate Kid with Daniel and Miyagi. Daniel, this young skinny kid who just moves to California and gets beat up, and he wants to learn karate, and so he goes to this older man who is going to teach him karate because Miyagi knows karate. And so he goes over to his house and he's trying to learn karate, right? Remember this? And when he goes to learn it, I've got some dogs over here that want to chime in on this, so hopefully you can still hear me. But as he goes to learn this, Miyagi, rather than teaching him the karate moves, right, he shows him how to wax his car. Wax the car. Wax on, wax off. And then after that, he shows him how to paint the fence. Paint the fence, up and down, paint the fence. And then after learning how to paint the fence, he shows him how to sand the floor. Sand this way and sand that way. And you know, at one point, Daniel just is fed up. And he says, you know what? I came here to learn karate, not to be your do-boy. I came here to learn how to defend myself, not to do that. And so Miyagi, in wisdom, then begins to throw some punches towards him. And he says, wax on, wax off. And as he does this, he learns that move. Paint the fence. And as he does that, he's able to block it. And as he sands the floor, he's able to block the kicks. And the thing that was so interesting about this movie was he was learning karate. He just didn't know he was learning karate. That's how 2021 has felt to me. I have been learning how to do ministry in a new way, but it's come with such weird lessons. It's come in ways that I haven't expected. And you know, the Apostle Paul kind of talks about this a little bit. He's trying to explain to folks that when they're going through hard times, really God is at work in them. And so he talks about how not only are we to recognize that our sufferings are around us, but he says we are to know that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not disappoint because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit that has been given to us. I love this transition that suffering produces endurance, and endurance character, and character hope, and hope in this knowledge that God is in fact working in this world that's around us. That is what 2021 has been to me. It has had some difficult times. But you know what? I'm finding that in the end of 2021, I have learned more than I ever can imagine. Perhaps more than I ever could have expected to learn when I went through some of the struggles and some of the things that we've gone through. So what's next? I hope that next year does produce learning, but I hope it produces it in some easier ways. But if not, I know in the end, all that we go through is going to produce hope that God is still bringing about the things that we need as God's people. So, just wait till next year. It's coming really soon. May you have a wonderful and safe New Year celebration.